If you're considering pursuing an ISO certification and are not sure what's involved in the process, this presentation is designed to give you a basic understanding of what is involved in the ISO 9001 certification, including the time and budget required. Let's start with a bit of background. The ISO 9001 standard has been around for more than 25 years, first released in 1987. It was originally designed as a vendor qualification process for large corporations to qualify key suppliers without having to conduct their own on-site audits. Originally, the companies getting certified were mostly large or mid-sized companies who had the resources to implement the ISO 9001 certification. Because of the complexity of earlier versions of ISO and the cost to implement and maintain the certification, small companies rarely achieved ISO 9001 certification unless forced to do so by a customer contract or other key business requirement. There are currently over 1.3 million certifications worldwide, and that total grows about 15% per year. The standard changes every few years to keep up with the needs of the global economy. The reason for the more recent changes has been to make ISO more suited for small companies to get certified. So it is simpler and much less expensive than ever before, especially for small and very small companies. A business with only a handful of employees can achieve ISO 9001 certification, which allows them to compete with larger competitors. In the past, the time to achieve ISO 9001 certification could be 9 to 12 months or longer. This could make it difficult to respond to a near-term customer requirement with a firm deadline. Today's ISO certification can be completed much more quickly than ever before. It generally takes about 4 months for a small business to prepare for the certification. If needed, it can be expedited a bit if certification is urgent. The reason for the 4 months is that the ISO auditor, called a registrar, needs to see that you've been using the ISO procedures for a period of time before they can certify you. Once the registrar auditor conducts the certification audits, there will likely be some corrections needed. It seems no matter how well prepared you are, the auditor will find something they want changed. So you should just plan on making corrections after the audit. After you email your corrections to the registrar and they are approved, they will issue your ISO 9001 certificate. So from the time you start on your ISO project until you are officially certified, it generally takes 4 to 5 months. Now once you're certified, the auditor will be back once per year to conduct a surveillance audit. So you'll have to maintain your ISO system once you have it in place. But be aware that there's an annual cost to your certification to pay for the follow-up audits. Let's now look at the expert services available to help you complete your certification. Keep in mind that there are 2 parts of an ISO budget. First is the cost of the initial certification audit and the annual surveillance audits, which is paid to your selected registrar. The other part of the cost is for help to get prepared for the audit, which is where a consulting firm like Core Business Solutions fits in. So when you're getting ISO certified, you'll deal with 2 companies, a consultant and the auditor. Keep in mind that consultants are not allowed to conduct audits, and auditors are not allowed to do consulting. Otherwise, there'd be a conflict of interest. In total, there are currently about 85 or 90 accredited registrars in the U.S. and Canada. Some auditors are better for big companies, and others specialize in auditing small businesses. As part of our consulting programs, we help our clients select a registrar that best fits the needs of their organization. Because we specialize in helping small businesses achieve ISO 9001 certification and work with more than 150 companies annually, we know which auditors are best for the small company. So we'll help you get quotes from several small business registrars and help you select one for your company. We are in the business of helping you prepare for the certification. Our consulting programs include the documentation, training, and support to help you be ready for the auditor.